Hello guys, you're welcome to Immigrate with Ammy. Today we'll be talking about an immigration opportunity in Canada. As you know, we usually speak a lot about Canada because Canada is one country that has a very robust immigration program. Apart from what the federal government is doing in Canada, we also have provinces that also have their own immigration programs. And today we are actually speaking about one of such provinces, okay, that has a lot of subcategories under which people can actually immigrate to this particular province in Canada. So guys, you're welcome to the platform for the immigration programs in Saskatchewan. This is one of the provinces in Canada that has its own provincial immigration system, and they have different subcategories under which you can qualify or under which you can actually immigrate to the province of Saskatchewan. If you are planning to immigrate permanently to Saskatchewan, the government has made available the best way to actually start your journey, okay? And this is called the International Skilled Worker Expression of Interest System. So who are the people that should use this International Skilled Worker EOI system? This is used by people who want to apply to the Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program, SINP, through the Saskatchewan Occupations in Demand or Express Entry subcategory. So the Saskatchewan Occupations in Demand and the Saskatchewan Express Entry subcategory, these are two popular subcategories under which people usually immigrate to Saskatchewan. And for you to be able to immigrate under these two subcategories, the government has set up this International Skilled Worker EOI system, okay, to receive your profile and then for them to be able to understand your value and to be able to appreciate your value and what you are likely to bring into the province, okay. So the EOI system is actually the first step for individuals who are interested in applying to become permanent resident in Saskatchewan. So these people use the opportunity of this EOI system to show that they are interested in applying to either the occupations in demand or the express entry subcategories under the SINP. Okay, so how does it work? Basically, the candidate will register in the SINP's online system. They will complete an online expression of interest profile, and as part of this profile, you will enter your basic information about yourself, including your full name, your date of birth, your home country, your email address, and then you will be able to now self-assess yourself under the SINP point assessment grid. Okay, so once your profile has been successfully submitted and completed on the portal, right, you'll be able to now finally submit your expression of interest and you'll be entered into a candidate pool. So basically, this is how the system works. I'll be walking you through the portal to show you some general information about the International Skilled Expression of Interest system. I will also show you the occupations in demand in Saskatchewan. I will show you the excluded occupations in Saskatchewan. I will also show you the frequently asked questions regarding this EOI system, okay, and then I will furthermore I will show you a list of licensed immigration consultants in Saskatchewan, and then finally I will show you how you can actually create a profile in the International Skilled Worker EOI system. So this is the homepage of the International Skilled Worker EOI system, okay, and this is where you can find more or less general information about the International Skilled Worker Expression of Interest. So basically, this is not a direct application to the Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program. It's like a pre-application. So this is like a first step, or it's like a foundation towards your journey to immigrating to Saskatchewan, which is one of the provinces in Canada. That is first thing you should know. This system only gives you an opportunity to be able to submit your profile, to be able to self-assess yourself, and then based on the information that you submit in your profile, the government may now give you an invitation to apply. If you don't submit an expression of interest, you will not be able to get an invitation to apply. So this system, this COI system, assesses your profile using different criteria. First, they will check if you have connections to the province. They will check your work experience. They will check your language proficiency. They will check your education. They will check, so many things. And then they are going to award you like a score based on the answers that you provide to all these criteria. Okay. And then you will remain in that pool with other applicants. And from time to time, the provincial government goes to that pool to actually pick people who are qualified based on the need in the province at that time. And if your profile matches what they are looking for, then they are going to send you an invitation to apply. Okay. And then once you receive that invitation to apply, then you can now formally submit an application for the provincial nomination. After you create your expression of interest profile, they will ask you certain questions about your passport number, your date of birth. If you are going to be using an immigration representative, I will show you a list, okay, of all the licensed immigration representative in Saskatchewan. We'll also drop all this useful link in the video description so that you can check it yourself and do your own independent research before moving on in the application. One thing you need to understand is that what we are talking about here is a provincial program. But the thing is that after you have received the provincial nomination, you will now need to actually move into the federal system where the federal government will now issue your permanent residence permit. Even if the provincial government offers you an invitation to apply and they give you a provincial nomination, it is still responsibility of IRCC, which is like the federal government immigration body, to actually process your application for the Canadian permanent residence visa and then the permit as well. Okay, so they will ask you, these questions. They will also ask you to answer yes or no. They are basically yes and no questions. They will also want to find out if you have already carried out an education credential assessment, okay, with one of the organizations that does that, like WES and so on. And then depending on your profession, they would like to find out if you have a documentation from a regulatory body for the professions that are regulated in Saskatchewan. So basically, these are the questions that you will need to answer. And then after you have answered that question, you are going to be entered into the EOI pool of eligible candidates. Now, one thing you should know about your profile is that it is valid for 1 year. Okay, what happens after that 1 year is that the profile will be deleted and you will have an opportunity to submit a new profile, okay, if you have not received an invitation to apply by then. All right. Now, another thing that you need to understand about your profile is that from time to time, if your situation changes, okay, so maybe you've answered some question or provided some information in your profile in the EII system, and there is a change in the answers that you have provided, you can actually log in to actually make changes to that, so that at any point in time, what you have on your profile on their system matches with your current reality. Okay, and then you are going to receive a ranking based on the information that you have provided. Now, guys, it's important that you provide truthful information, because when they give you an invitation to apply, you would need to actually prove that all the information that you have provided are correct and accurate with adequate documentation. So it's a waste of time providing information that are not correct because you want to earn a high score. So guys, another thing that you should determine is to find out if your profession is among the occupation in demand, because apart from the list of occupations in demand, there's also a list of excluded occupations, and if you're a professional in the list of excluded occupations, you will not be able to actually apply under this particular EII system. Okay, so basically, who are the people that can apply? What are the occupations in demand? They have created a different tier levels. Okay, so they have tier 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 based on your occupation or based on your, based on your profession. Okay, now for this expression of entry system, they only accept professionals who are in the tier 0, 1, 2, or 3. 4 or 5 are not eligible. Okay, so there's no point going into that. But who are the people in tier 0? Okay, in the national occupation classification, these are management positions. Okay, so if you work as a manager or you are in the management cadre, you are regarded as a professional in the tier 0. Tier 1 are occupations that usually require a university degree. Tier 2 are occupations that usually require a college diploma, apprenticeship training of 2 or more years, or a supervisory experience. That is tier 2. Tier 3 are occupations that usually require a college diploma, apprenticeship training of less than 2 years, or more than 6 months of on-the-job training. So these are basically the different categories of professionals who are eligible to submit an expression of interest. Okay, now furthermore, we have a list of excluded occupation which I will be showing you here. So what that means is that if your profession is on this list, you are not eligible to actually apply or to submit your profile under the expression of interest system. So you can see the NOC code, that is the National Occupation Code. Okay, and then you can see the occupation title here. So this list is a very long list. We'll drop the link, don't worry, because we might not be able to exhaust everything. We'll drop the link and then you can check. So this should be your first check, okay, to find out that your current occupation is not listed as those that are excluded. Okay, if it's not listed as excluded, then you are eligible to submit your profile under the EII system. Okay, furthermore, depending on your experience with this kind of applications or your level of knowledge, you might want to actually use an immigration consultant. Okay, what you should find out is that if they are licensed to operate in Saskatchewan. Okay, and this link here, which I'm showing you right here, is the list of the licensed immigration consultants in Saskatchewan. Okay, it's a very long list. Okay, but on this list you can see the name of the consultant, you can see their registration number, you can see the name of their company, their address, their phone number, their email, and also you can see their website, and you can also see their license number, and you can see when their license will expire. So if you are interested in using a licensed immigration consultant, you can consult this page and then contact immigration consultant that you are interested in, and then you can pick it up from there. Don't fall to people who are masquerading as licensed consultant. The list of all those who are regulated or who are licensed to operate in Saskatchewan is here on this list. Okay, so if the person's name or the company's name is not on this list, what it means is that they are not licensed to operate in Saskatchewan. Okay, so the question is, how do you create an expression of interest account? So to start with, before you'll be able to submit your profile, you need to first create an account, and this is the page that you are seeing right here. This is the page where you can create a profile. So for those who already have created an account before, you can log in here. But if it's your first time, okay, you will need to start by creating an account, and you can see as I'm hovering over the create an account button. So if you click on the button, it's going to ask you a series of questions in a bid to create your account. So first, you need to select a registration type. Okay, so they have different options here. What you want to do is the expression of interest candidate. So you are an expression of interest candidate. Okay, you are not an employer, you are not a recruiter, you are not an entrepreneur applicant. So you are going to click this first option here, SIMP applicant or expression of interest candidate. If you click on that and then you click on continue, once you click on that, it's going to open this page where you are going to submit your basic information. Basically, you will choose a username that you want. So they have some guidelines. It does not contain spaces or any special characters other than the underscore. Okay, so you can create a username that you want here. You have to supply your first name. If you have a middle name, you will also be asked to supply your family name, your date of birth, and your email address. So once you provide your email address and you click on submit, they're going to send you the password that you will use to now open your account and continue to submit the expression of interest. Okay, so guys, this is actually a good opportunity for you. If you want to immigrate to Saskatchewan, the government has made it easy. Submitting an expression of interest is free of charge. Okay, you are only going to pay after they have actually sent you an invitation to apply. So submitting an international skilled worker expression of interest is free. It's just for you to put in your information, answer a series of questions, and then you'll be given a rank, you'll be placed in the pool, And if they are looking for people that have your profile, then they will pick you and send you an invitation to apply. And then that is when the real journey now begins. Okay, so guys, this is free. All you need is just to go to the website and submit your information. So guys, we wish you all the best. This is a good opportunity to start your journey to Canada, all right, as a permanent resident, and you can utilize this free opportunity that the government of Saskatchewan has provided. So it's nice speaking with you guys once again. If you've not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe, and we wish you all the best in your journey towards immigrating to Canada. Thank you so much, guys, and have a lovely day.